Hey guys, welcome to the channel, and today I'm at Walmart and I found finally some new Hot Wheels. I believe there isn't many on the pegs, but I do notice a couple of them that I haven't seen before. So I think there's a new case that they put out, like this Batmobile up here. But let's take a look and see what we have and see if we can find anything. So let's start here at the top with this Batmobile, the Batman Arkham Knight Batmobile. And it looks new because there's a little bit of yellow highlights on this Batmobile. And let's see, looks like they got the DC advertisement. And it looks like we're working on the 2024 J case, as you can see on the hook part of the back of the card. And then let's see what we have here, a Volvo Gasser, and I believe that's just a recolor. And then here's a Glory Chaser, and it's a recolor and kind of like a cement gray with some blue wheels. And then let's see, what is this? This is interesting. It looks like a cake thing. Very interesting. It's new for 2024, so it's another fantasy vehicle dealing with desserts. This is kind of like the ice shredder vehicle. And then this one looks like a kind of like a roller coaster vehicle. The Volvo SUV. And let's see, another fancy vehicle. Another Volvo back there. And then here's that Braille twin mill. And then here's a recolor of the Jeep FC. It's in a red. And I believe the last one was kind of like a blue. Here's a Greenwood Corvette. And it's like in a gray. So it looks like they're doing a lot of grays in this case. I'm not sure. Here's a Chevy Tahoe, and it looks like a rescue vehicle. You can kind of see the paint scheme, the red, white, and blue kind of style for it. And then we got the chopper, like a news chopper vehicle. And let's see, another one of those cake vehicles. And then here's a Tesla. Probably that's from the old case and stuff like that. I've seen that before. And then another fancy car back there. Coming down on the second row, we got this custom 68 Camaro. It is very modified. It has a 68 across the hood and then the side. And it looks like a kind of like almost like a derby car. But it's very cool looking. It's very, very modified for that Camaro. So, and then here's another fancy vehicle. And then the Fiat. Another kind of like a cement gray color for these vehicles and stuff. More fantasy vehicles. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. It's a very crushed vehicle. It's an art car, and as you can see, it's called Speed Bump. So it looks like maybe a monster truck had ran over it. So I wonder how they did that. Or probably somebody just had fun and just smashed some of these cars and said, hey, this is a new Hot Wheels that we're going to put out. So I guess you can add that to your like monster trucks and stuff like that. And here's a King Cuda with, the playing card King on it. And then, the Donut Drifter. I haven't seen this in a long time, and it's recolored with a green frosting. I gotta stop collecting these Donut Drifters a while back. And here's a motorcycle vehicle, classic Triumph. I don't know too much about motorcycles, but there's actually a person sitting on there. So some of the motorcycles that they make, they just have just the motorcycle, no person sitting on there. So that's interesting. So it's a classic motorcycle. And let's see, still a couple more fantasy vehicles. That Shark vehicle back there. Another one of those news chopper. So have you guys found any these new cases? This is kind of cool. The bulldozer kind of vehicle with bright green and big wheels. It's been a long time since I've seen any new cases. So this J case was kind of a surprise when I walked into Walmart. But I haven't been able to find many cars lately in any store. I don't know about you guys in your area, but I feel like it's been kind of slow this year, at least in the middle of the year. I hope it starts picking up and then like getting more cars that we can find and stuff. Here's a bright yellow Corvette C6 convertible. The wheels are interesting. The paint scheme is like black, red, and yellow. So that's an interesting C6. But that's it over here in row 2. Moving to the last row here, we got this train called the West Coast Flyer. And I believe this is probably the second type of train that Hot Wheels made. The first one was that Thomas the Train. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I have a video of the review of that Thomas the Train vehicle. And, oh, this is very cool. It's called Mailed It instead of like Nailed It or something like that, maybe. But it's very neat looking. It's supposed to be like a mail truck that's very modified and kind of tune-like. It almost reminds me of that Cool Combi, I think, that vehicle, but I wonder if it's based off of it. It doesn't look like it because it's not the Volkswagen vehicle, but very cool. Kind of a neat mail delivery vehicle. There's a Dodge truck that's been recolored again, and then another recolor of the McLaren Solara. It's very cool. There's very interesting graphics on the side of it. Another one of those cakes. Bright orange Mazda Miata. Another recolor of the Mazda Miata that you've seen before. I forgot what the other colors were, but that's I know that's been recolored a couple of times on that Mazda Miata. But you know, there's a lot of fancy vehicles. I think somebody's probably gone through the pegs already, but at least I got to see some cool new vehicles that I haven't seen before. And a lot of fancy cars that are just kind of just sitting around here on the pegs and stuff. Here's some old ones. You can see the hooks have been ripped off, and look at this one. That's kind of like all bent out of shape and stuff. But doesn't seem like there's much to find here. But I don't know. Do you guys know if there's anything good out of the J case besides the treasure hunt and then the super treasure hunt? Is there any other cool normal cars that I should be looking for? I didn't find anything here, so I don't think I'll pick anything up. But they do have these mystery cars in these boxes, but I rarely go through these things. I believe like some people just are able to get to these things before I ever get to looking at them. And I mean, there's some cool vehicles, I believe. Let's try to move this around so you guys can see what they have. They got the BMW and then the Lancer Evolution. Some fancy vehicles down here. So some people are really after these blind bags and stuff like that, but I think someone's gone through it. I rarely get lucky finding anything out of these. And over here is the 5-packs. There's a couple of new stuff, but nothing really interesting. So I think I'm done here, but that's the J case for 2024.